and welcome back to my channel. I am the Mass Trans and you are watching me, baby. Now, before we get today's video started, I just want to give a quick what's up to my peeps and a diabolical middle finger to the creeps. You know who you are. All right, you guys, happy Wednesday. I'm up here on borrowed time today. This cold has got a hold of me and it won't turn me loose. I got the sniffles, I'm coughing, I'm hacking, so bear with me, people. Do I have a Kleenex around here somewhere? Hopefully I do. Anyway. I created a video yesterday, and the video was basically titled, why trans women are better than and deserve more respect than cis women, right? Hold on one second here. And I wanted to come into a follow-up because the YouTube short that inspired that video popped up on my timeline again. And so I wanted to come and share it with you guys so you guys can take a look. I'm going to post it. Let me actually play it for you guys here. And this is coming from Black Macho. And the video has like 647,000 views. It's a short, a YouTube short, by the way. So here we go. Let's play it and we'll talk about it.
Let me say this. I don't have a problem with the trans community at all. But this shit is getting ridiculous. If you say as a trans woman, you want to be called her, she, whatever you decide, even though you are a trans woman. If you want to be called her, she, fine. I'm going to respect that and I'm gonna do that. So me as a woman, if I say don't call me a cis woman, I'm just a woman. You should respect that. I'm not no motherfucking birthing person. I'm not a chest feeder. I'm not a bleeder. I'm a fucking woman. And that's what the fuck you're gonna refer to me as. And you cannot ask for respect while disrespecting women. And that's what the fuck we get for trying to be allies and shit. Look, now they just trying to wipe us the fuck out. Now look at us, we're looking stupid. Dumb shit. Let me say this. I don't have a problem with the trans community at all. But this shit is getting ridiculous. If you say as a trans woman, you want to be called her, she, whatever you decide, even though you are a trans woman. If you want to be called her, she, fine. I'm going to respect that and I'm gonna do that. So me as a woman, if I say don't call me a cis woman, I'm just a woman. You should respect that. I'm not no motherfucking birthing person. I'm not a chest feeder. I'm not a bleeder. I'm a fucking woman. And that's what the fuck you're gonna refer to me as. And you cannot ask for respect while disrespecting women. And that's what the fuck we get for trying to be allies and shit. Look, now they just trying to wipe us the fuck out. Now look at us, we're looking stupid. Dumb shit. You wanna be... Let me say this. I don't have a problem with the trans community at all. But this shit is getting ridiculous. If you say as a trans woman, you want to be called her, she, whatever you decide, even though you are a trans woman. If you want to be called her, she, fine. I'm going to respect that and I'm gonna do that. So me as a woman, if I say don't call me a cis woman, I'm just a woman. You should respect that. I'm not no motherfucking birthing person. I'm not a chest feeder. I'm not a bleeder. I'm a fucking woman. And that's what the fuck you're gonna refer to me as. And you cannot ask for respect while disrespecting women. And that's what the fuck we get for trying to be allies and shit. Look, now they just trying to wipe us the fuck out. Now look at us, we're looking stupid. Dumb shit. Let me say this.
You heard it. That's the video that inspired me to make my video yesterday. So what do I want to say? First of all, she's pretty, right? Look. Lashes done, nails done, so she's pretty. Sounds like she's from Baltimore. That's what I think I'm hearing a Baltimore accent. I'm not sure. But anyway. She feels how she feels. She feels how she feels. And I feel how I feel. And let me tell you guys how I feel. I was with her up until the point where she said, That's what we get for trying to be allies. Now look at them trying to erase us. I was with her up until the point she said that. Who's trying to erase you? Who? What was it? I want to say it was about a year or 2 years ago. I read some sort of, because I'm always reading stuff that I probably have no business reading. But I read some sort of article that basically said that men are becoming extinct, and pretty soon the world is going to be completely populated by women. Look it up. I'm sure it's on Google. If you Google it, you'll see it. So clearly women are here to stay. Okay? They're here to stay. No one's trying to erase you. Let me tell you this from a trans woman. When I wake up in the morning, brush my teeth, do my hair, take my shower, check my messages, check my text messages, make sure my boo has sent me some love, throughout the night. Never at any point during my day do I think to myself, how can I erase women? I got to get rid of these women. These women have got to go. They got to go. Because trans women, we're taking over. That thought never crosses my mind. Never. Never has. Never will. Because I'm very clear that I'm not in competition with anyone but me. But me. When I see another beautiful woman, I'm like, okay, it's inspiring, right? I don't get jealous. I don't get envious. I certainly don't want to eradicate her for being bad. Were it not for women, I wouldn't be here, right? So why would I have a problem? Now, I get that some women have a problem with language, right? This whole cis thing bothers a lot of women. Cis, right? And I talked about this yesterday where I was mentioning that language is evolving, right? 10 years, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, we didn't have a lot of the terminology, or at least it wasn't part of the pop lexicon, right? We didn't know pansexual, we didn't know sapiosexual, we didn't know demisexual, we didn't know cis and non-binary, like all the gender non-conforming, like all of that terminology has come to prominence as of late, right? We're all being educated, right? And so now that new language exists, and it becomes part of the vocabulary for some who want to be more inclusive in their language, why is that a bad thing? I don't understand that, right? And like I mentioned to you guys in yesterday's video, and maybe I just exist in my little bubble where this doesn't happen, but I don't know none of my friends, no one that I'm around sits around and refers to a woman as a cis woman, right? Now, at one point, as a trans, I remember we would hear the term, oh, she's a real woman. Oh, I'm talking about the real girl, right? And as a trans woman, I'm tangible. I'm real. I'm a girl, a trans girl, but I'm real. Baby, as real as it gets. And so that term real became offensive, right? What do you mean, a real girl? Who are we talking about, right? And so at some point, I believe that the word or the prefix cis was adopted to denote that this is essentially a real woman, a real girl, a biological woman, right? Not one who has undergone HRT or gender confirmation surgery. Like, this is someone whose gender identity aligns with their assigned birth. And so, in comes cis. Now, most of us, again, don't refer to women, real women, as cis in everyday conversation. But if you're having a conversation around gender identity and you have two women, one of the trans variety, or would it be better to say the non-trans woman? Would that be better than saying cis? And you have two women of one woman of trans experience and one non-trans woman. You want to be able to have a conversation that is respectful to all parties involved. And so no one's trying to say that the needs or the comfort of a trans woman supersedes that of quote unquote women, bio women. Pick a term, any term. Y'all know what I'm talking about. No one's saying that. But language is important. Labels are important. The whole reason that we're having this conversation is because it seems like she doesn't like being referred to as cis. And as I'm listening to her go off and talk about, all of these pejoratives, birther and bleeder and chest feeder and this, that, and the third, to me it sounds like there was some sort of back and forth online altercation, right? And we all know how it goes down in the comments. People get real loose in those comments. Trans women get real loose in those comments. Gay men get real loose in those comments. Cis or women get real loose in those comments. And so people start to hurl insults. And I'm sorry. In my mind, all is fair in war and reading. And if we're going back and forth online, and you're calling me all sorts of names, and you ain't got no this, and you'll never be that, and, then I can see how someone might say some of those things. Not to say that it's right, and that's not an insult to all women. That's two people being just as ignorant as they want to be, going back and forth at each other. But that is not indicative of how trans women as a whole feel about women. People get real ignorant in those comments, and you can't hold an entire community accountable for the ignorance that you've read in some comments off the Shade Room or wherever people get their news and information from. Trans women don't think like that. Trans women don't talk like that. Trans women aren't trying to erase women. Most trans women are not trying to compete with women because the competition is none. There are things a biological or cis woman or woman can do that I can't do. And goddamn it, you better believe there are things that I can do that she can't do. And I'll tell you guys, I remember, and I may have told this story on my channel once before. I remember being downtown with one of my friends, and we were hanging out. Club had let out, and you know how you like to linger after the club is out, so you see if you get chose. So we were downtown, and I had on my Sunday best, and this fine boy walked up on me and my friend, and she stepped around me and in front of me because she knew that the dude was approaching us and had to want her. And he politely stepped around her and came to me. I'm not competing with you. Because if he would have went and talked to her, I would have had absolutely no qualms with that whatsoever. I'd be like, oh, okay. Girl, he fine. Get that. But sometimes I've had experiences where women are okay, cis women are okay with my transes up until the point where I get something that they feel like they should be entitled to. That's not me competing with them. That's not me competing with them. This whole thing between trans women versus cis women, to me is so pointless and stupid and vapid and empty. It's just like, what is the point of this? What is the point of this? Trans women aren't going anywhere. Women aren't going anywhere. What are we fighting for? Who's the best? Let me tell you something. If you put me in a competition and ask me who's the best, I'm always going to choose me. And anyone who is comfortable in subjugation and not seeing themselves as the best, that's a problem. I'm second to no one. Period and point blank. That is not me competing with you. That is me understanding my power. I don't have to compete with you. I don't compete with trans women. I don't compete with anyone except for myself and being the best that I can possibly be. So listen, if you don't want me to call you a cis woman, there's a high probability that I probably never will. Excuse me. There's a high probability that I probably never use that term. I'm just trying to I'm sitting here scratching my head because this is a head scratcher. Trying to think of, in a conversation, just a normal day-to-day conversation, how I would call someone, hi, this is my friend friend Beverly. She's a cis woman. Who says that? Who? No one I know. You know, chances are I'm not going to even define you as cis or trans. I'm just going to say, hi, this is my friend Beverly. And, you know, let's say that, you know, I have a friend who has some trans, like, hold on one second. No, that has some trans-like features. And someone asked me if she was trans. I would probably say, no, she's not trans. I wouldn't say, oh, she's a cis woman. I'd probably just simply say, no, she's not trans. End of story. When I'm having conversations around gender identity and we are trying to delineate between one versus the other, in those instances, I may use the terminology trans or cis. And that is it. That's it. So anyway, in short, all I want to say is, as I said before, trans women are not the enemy of women. We love women. Our mothers are women. Our aunts, our sisters, our cousins, our friends, our co-workers are women. Like, let me tell you something. Here it is. I got a problem with anybody that got a problem with me. That's who I got a problem with. And if you have a problem with me and you happen to be a woman and I read you the way that you need to be read, I'm reading you because you need to be read. Not because, you know, I have a problem with all women. And that sometimes to me is the issue in this day and age. If you say something about one, it's like you said it about all. No, I didn't read all women. I read that BITCH because she needed it. She deserved to be read. She came for me. And I answered. It's really that simple. Not because I let her have it, all of a sudden I'm a woman hater. It don't work that way, boo. It don't work that way. I aimed with precision and I hit my target directly. Pow. And now because she's down, I took her out like a rabid dog. Now all of a sudden I'm public enemy number one because she came for me, disrespecting me, telling me how insignificant my existence is based on me being trans, how I'll never be this and never be that. Well, if I'll never be this and never be that, let me tell you what you'll never be. But, you know, and that's how it goes. You're not going to come to me, talk sideways to me, and expect me to sit on my hands and not punch back. It does not work that way. But what I'm certainly not doing is going out here and picking fights and looking for fights with anyone. But if you come over here and you're looking for a fight, you might just find one. And again, if you start the fight and you lose, just take the L, sis. Take the L and don't try to vilify an entire community because, you know, someone checked you. You win some, you lose some. It has nothing to do with me hating women. It has everything to do with me hating you. And you just happen to be a woman. I wouldn't even give a damn what you were. You could have been man, woman, child, alien versus predator. If you come, then I came. The fuck? Anyway, you guys, I'm getting too loose. So let me get ready to get off of here. Comment below. I want to know what you guys feel about the video. What you feel about this young lady's opinions. In spite of what she said, I actually found her really likable. Like, she seems cool. And she started off the video with saying, you know, I respect the trans people. And if you ask me to call you this, I'm going to call you that. To me, I don't see us ever having a problem. Because I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to disrespect you. Why would I? So, if we leave with that as the basis, if you start off respecting me, and you say to me, hey, I heard you use the term cis the other day to refer to me, and that makes me uncomfortable, I'm going to say, you know what, I'm so sorry. You know, I didn't realize that term was offensive to you. Here's why I said that, and here's what it means if you don't know what it means. But moving forward, I'll try to make a mental note of that. But if I fall short, call me out on it again, because I understand that makes you uncomfortable. It's really just that simple for me. But if you're someone who is trying to be disrespectful, you know, it's a he. Why y'all calling them men, he, she's, and hers? They was born. Y'all know what they give online. Y'all know what they give. Why y'all calling them hers and she's? They'll never be that. It's a he. Your mama had a son. Y'all know the type of vibes they give online, right? And so if you come at me like that, then I'm coming for your neck. And I'm not going to call you stuff like birther or bleeder. Like, those are my go-to reads. I'm going to read you. I'm going to read you. You know, I don't necessarily go for like I said, the chest feeder. To be completely frank with you guys, those sound more like Caucasian reads to me. Those aren't reads that I would, that I would typically go for. But anyway, you guys, I'm curious to know what you think about this video. So do me a huge favor. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with her? Do you see my point of view about it just being about a matter of language and not intentional disrespect? And also, if you think that this is the result, because like I said, I think what happened was she was either involved in some sort of exchange or reading the comments from some sort of exchange. But I don't see someone just randomly hurling these insults at someone just because. So please do me a huge favor, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And as always, in closing, ask yourself this one poignant question. Why be bitter when we can be better? So let's be better together. I'm the Mass Trans, and I'll talk to you guys again in my next video. Bye-bye.